One of the classic Jewish stereotypes is that Jews answer a question with a question. That stereotype has been exaggerated by jokes and stories over the years, but it takes a religious bent in this week's portion, Vayera. The portion helps us understand more about the religious characteristics of our patriarch Abraham. It is framed at the beginning by Abraham rushing to provide hospitality to the three strangers who come to visit, and at the end of the portion by his willingness to have blind faith and trust in God to bring his only son Isaac with him to offer him to God on Mount Moriah. In between, we find this fascinating story in which God informs Abraham that God is about to destroy the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, which are along the Dead Sea, because of the wickedness and evil of the townspeople. Abraham, instead of accepting that, as he accepted God's word when he followed God's command to go to the land that God would show him, instead of just saying, okay, whatever you think is best, Abraham instead argues with God. But what if there were 50 righteous people found in the town? And surprisingly, God plays along and says, okay, if there are 50 righteous people, I won't destroy the town. And Abraham goes on. What about if there were 45 or 40 or 30 or 20 or 10? This kind of Mideast bargaining is highlighted in the text to show that that is what a religious life is supposed to be about. We are not supposed to accept things at face value. We are supposed to question religious morals and ethics and values that are passed down from generation to generation. If we find a problem or a different interpretation, it's our right to raise that problem. It's our right to reinterpret the text. Certainly there are parameters for that discussion, but as long as our questions fall within those parameters, those religious guidelines that our rabbis set themselves, then that is the ideal. Blind faith is not a religious ideal. Questioning is. And it is thanks to Abraham that that is an integral part of who we are. May we always question our tradition so that it can elevate our lives. Shabbat Shalom.